What am I checking? Huh? What I need to do? I have no clue. I'm like up in the air on this.
Here, you pour this. Just hold it for me. You just have to see if you're done.
Are they? That was quick.
I think I'll curl a little bit more, I think. I mean, they're pretty good though. Like, I want them to be moist still, but...
No, just let them.
Let them sit? You think so? Positive?
I don't know anything about bacon.
Nah, this one needs to go in a little bit more. I can see the cake better than that.
Oh my god. This is my first test. See how this goes. Might be a bone. Huh? No, I'm not. I'm trying out this YouTube live. Yeah, you know, it's fun. Nobody? I'm actually the one doing the talking.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey,
let's get it.
20 goons and ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got
the tallest man was 8 feet 11 inches.
on the line, what you gonna do? Come on.
I got him beat.
I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Got some receivers to cover here, guys. I know that's one of them gets the field. Got a game.
Where are you? No.
She got there. Hands up.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing on second down, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Cousins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Cousins, flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on second down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. On third down, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 61 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Slam. Hey, ball. Check. Well, 18. Watch out. Check 52. Check the back.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit.
I don't know. I took everything out. So they might be able to have
the previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Red, check. Lucky.
Did you see him?
First down, a run with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Because they're old sweat playing.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at
it's open,
midfield.
bro.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check 99.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton, 49 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Play action now, Cousins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Cousins. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 48 yards. They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Undercut. 80 weapons. Slam. Tighten up.
From the 27, Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Mike. Right, 80. Come on, D. Hey, ball. No. Recon, 152 fighter. Ran.
Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Lock in. Alert.
And now he'll tuck it and run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
18.
On 2nd and 2, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check. Alert.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Javon Wims there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Cohen. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. Unable to corral him. He fights through. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. You draw quarters.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Alert.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. SOS.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, 57 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 60 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bears 21. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 21. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with
Allen Robinson. Kiss him goodbye. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 73 yards as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Bears 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
58's the money. 58's the money. All day. All day.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Cook following the penalty. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.